you ever been completely sure about the direction your life was going? Like, this is it. This is what I'm meant to do. And then something happens that pulls the rug right out from under you. Not just a setback, but something that forces you to start over when you weren't prepared to. And now it's not just you trying to figure it out, it's your household, the bills, the pressure, the people depending on you to make it work. And you don't even feel like you have the space to fall apart because too many people are counting on you to keep it together. That's where I want to lean in today, because that moment right there is where a lot of people find themselves when what you have to carry doesn't match what's coming in. So instead of me just talking about my journey, I want you to hear it from someone else who lived it. Y'all, let me introduce you to James. He's a dad in New York City, and his story starts with a clear path for his life until it didn't go that way. And what he had to walk through, there are moments in it you are going to recognize. I want you to listen, not just to the outcome, but for the moments, because chances are you're in there somewhere. I know I was.
Now, what I want to do is, because I know many of you men are like, what about guys? Do guys do this? So, James, are you with me, my friend?
Hey, what's up, Michelle? I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
Doing awesome. I want to just say, even just fast forwarding to how life is for me now, like right now, my wife is at a Broadway play, had the car service take her. And just like when I first started online, there was a point where we were so broke that we sold a lot of our valuables on Craigslist just to have some money to have food on the table for my daughter.
Hold on, pause right there. Because that moment he's talking about, that's not trying something new. That's survival. When you start letting go of stuff you worked for just to make it through the week, something shifts in you. Now, I've been there, but not selling valuables intentionally, but selling them because once I pawned valuables, I could never afford to get them back. Then there's the juggling, borrowing, stretching just to cover what was already behind. Let's be clear. I'm talking from experience. That's not a strategy. That's what happens when your income can't carry your life.
So it's like just a full 360. I'm so grateful. So I'll share, some of my story especially for the men out there. My name's James. I'm a dad. I live in New York City. And if you've ever thought your life was going to go one way, you had it all planned out, and then just a roadblock happened. That's how it felt for me, because I wanted to do music. Like, I thought that the way I was going to make money and take care of my family and just be big in life was through music. I didn't know it was going to be through digital marketing that I'd be able to actually make an impact. I wanted to sing. That was just my whole thing. So I ended up working in the music industry, and I thought I made it. The TV show that I worked for, they went off air. And it was like my life was so based on music, I didn't want to do anything else. So life just started spiraling downhill.
That right there is a part nobody prepares you for. You can do everything right, get the opportunity, land the job, and it still disappears. Not because you failed, but because it was never yours to control. That was my story 6 different times. So that's the part that hit me too. I wasn't reckless. I wasn't avoiding responsibility. I was showing up, and things still fell apart.
Just becoming broker, didn't really want to take any other jobs because I wanted the music to work. And my younger sister, she has Down syndrome. And one of the ladies that would work with her, they were like, you have experience with children with Down syndrome. I can help you get a job with children with developmental disabilities. So I took it. It was like a humbling experience where I was like, well, music, I guess I'm not going platinum, right? I got to figure out what to do to feed my daughter. So it's like, I started working with children with developmental disabilities, and I loved being like that bigger brother, but the pay, I was getting paid $10 an hour, trying to still be this amazing provider for my family.
Trying to be everything for your family on income that was never designed to support that weight. That's the reality. It's not effort, it's math. And when the numbers don't work, you feel it in everything. The pressure, the decisions, what you say yes to and what you have to say no to.
And it just wasn't working, that's when I jumped into the entrepreneur space, you know. So just for the guys out there who you've never done digital marketing before, or you don't know if you can make money online, the thing that brought me to this was just the courage to take care of my family and just not wanting to have somebody else control the speed that I can take care of my family. Because it's like when you're applying for other jobs, you have to wait for the call back, you gotta wait for the interview, then they gotta like you at the interview, then you have to wait. There was like so many times where I would just feel crushed because I'm trying to figure out how to make money for my family. You think you're gonna get something, they leave you hanging, and time's running out.
That's the shift, bruh. It's not just about making money. It's about how long it takes for money to reach you when you need it. Waiting to be chosen, waiting for someone else to decide. Meanwhile, life is still happening. And that gap right there is where everything breaks down.
So it was like once we had to sell our stuff on Craigslist, it was like that was like the worst moment in my life. But it was also when I realized if I had something to sell, I could make money. Because it was like somebody came and bought like my PlayStation, my wife's guitar, like so fast. Like I was heartbroken but happy at the same time. And I was like, man, if we had something to sell.
That realization is powerful because it flips something in your mind. You stop thinking I need somebody to pay me and start realizing if I have something valuable, I can create income. I didn't have that at first. I went through attempt after attempt 17 times trying to figure it out because nobody showed me a clear path. I was stuck.
So I would just look at like these ads on Craigslist about making money online, and I would try to help people like with odd jobs. Like, so for anyone who says they don't have money, I was helping people like move their couches and stuff. Like people who were moving out the city, I would help. And there was this couple, they gave me a box of books and I didn't know what to do with the book. So I called a bookstore and they were like, yeah, we buy used books. So I started selling physical books to bookstores. That was like my first like entrepreneur like journey. But I was so proud of it because I was able to make money for my family without a regular job. For the longest time, we feel like the only way we'll be able to take care of our family is with a regular job. And it gets so scary when you don't have one because it's like we're kind of taught that we're gonna fail without it. You know, so even when I was selling the used books to bookstores, I just felt proud of myself because it was like, well, I'm not doing any crime and I'm making some money, but this is like, I don't want to do physical products. I'm seeing that people are saying make money online, and I started trying promoting digital products because I understood the difference between physical products and digital products from books. You know, if you think of a physical book like Think and Grow Rich, the physical book, it's like the same pages in the physical book are the same in the ebook. You know, so I always understood that there's value in digital products just like a physical product.
That's the exact gap. Not effort, clarity. Knowing something works, but not knowing how to make it work for you. And that's where most people stop.
But I just didn't know like how to market. I didn't have entrepreneur like family. Every time I went through a roadblock, they would say like, I told you this stuff doesn't work. Like, just go get a regular job.
This is really what it looks like before it clicks. Not polished, not perfect, just trying to figure it out. Doing whatever you can to bring something in. And people are quick to say, just go get a regular job. But they don't understand what that pressure does to you.
I didn't have a Michelle back then that I can like follow. You know what I mean? So it's like I knew that it was possible to do this, but I just didn't have a mentor. So I tried so many programs. I did find some success just from not giving up, but I was like a lone wolf. And really, it's not healthy to do it that way.
Pause. Because this right here is where people stay stuck for years. Not because they can't do it, but because they're trying to figure it out alone. I did the same thing. Following my 3 successful content creators for over 2 years, showing up every single day after I got off my regular job, taking notes, going to systems and platforms they were using, trying to follow the path they followed, and it never worked for me. I felt defeated, I felt incompetent, and everything was so over my head. I never got started, not because I lacked discipline, but because I lacked direction.
Having a community vibe and people to help you is really the best way. Because even when I was like kind of successful, it was like kind of dark behind the scenes, like, because I wouldn't go anywhere. I only made enough to pay the bills but not do anything extra. So it's like if my wife and my daughter wanted to do something, I'm like, all right, you guys go, but I'm just gonna stay home. And like they're going out, but I'm just staying home. As long as I could pay the bills and I don't have to go to a job, I'm happy. But really I'm not fulfilled, because like I want to go out with them, I want to do things with them.
This part doesn't get talked about enough. Being able to cover your bills, but still not being able to live. Still saying no. Still sitting things out. Still watching life happens from the sidelines. Baby, that's not stability. That's containment.
And the big problem that I had was just, I was afraid to invest in myself, and I was afraid to invest in a mentor. So I would always try to promote programs that were cheap. And we try this to like get the cheapest program we can find, but make the biggest amount. And then we realize how many sales it actually takes. And I got so tired of the burnout.
And this is where burnout starts. Trying to stretch something small into something it was never designed to become. More effort, more time, more frustration, and still not enough.
And when you created the mentorship, I got the $900 program. This was 2 years ago. And in my first 30 days, just listening to your guidance, I made $12,600. I felt like I don't have any rich people in my family. So that 12K to me felt like 100. Like I remodeled the house. Like we went on shopping sprees. It felt so good. And then it just kept happening. 90 days later, I made $30,000. It kept going, And then even now, from the things that you taught us, like I hit top earner leaderboards with other things, and I'm just so grateful. So if you're someone out there and you're wondering, is it possible for you to build your income online? Being around the right people is so important,
This might be the most important part. Environment shapes what you believe is possible. If you're surrounded by people who don't understand this, you'll question it, you'll second guess it, you'll stop. But when you're around people who are building, you move differently.
And Michelle, I want to just thank you so much for teaching us, because there's times where, because I didn't come from money, when I have like a $900 day, it could be easy to kind of be feeling yourself like, oh, I'm the king of the hill. And then I'll see you go live and I'm like, oh, well, if my mentor who's doing so well has the time to go live, let me not get lazy and just sit down. So I'll see you go live, and then immediately I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to go live.
That's leadership by example. Not talking about it, doing it. And sometimes that's exactly what you need to see.
So I just thank you for being a great example for all of us. And anybody watching this, you're in the right place, and being around the right people is important on your journey, and that's what I want to share.
James, thank you so much. Oh gosh, I love your story. And you guys, I hope you heard that. He made $12,000 his first month and made $30K in 90 days. And he didn't ever see himself doing that. He just plugged into it. It's coachable, and now it's unlocked other opportunities for him as well. So James, thank you so much for sharing.
What he just shared, that's not a highlight reel. That's what it looks like when someone gets tired of trying to piece life together and finally finds a path that makes sense. My story didn't look exactly like his, but the pattern is the same. Years of figuring it out alone. Trying different things, nothing sticking the way I needed it to until something finally did. Not because I got lucky, but because I stopped guessing and followed something that showed me what to do. And if you heard yourself in any part of his story, not the numbers, the moments, the sitting out, the stretching, the pressure, then you already know what needs to change. If you're ready to start building something that doesn't reset every time life happens, drop ready in the comments and I'll give you access to the exact blueprint that shows you what this can look like for you.